Yo guys, Neb here, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how I managed to place 310th in this solo cash cup. I'm going to go through all my games and give you guys the best tips and strategies that I was using to optimize my points in each match. Before we get into the video, make sure to drop a comment as I reply to all of you guys, and also drop a sub if you haven't already. And yeah guys, let's get into the video. So getting into game 1, as you can see I managed to get on height on the backside of zone, but the mistake I make is I don't apply enough pressure onto the layers below me. If you look in the top right corner, you also see I have 0 kills, and this is just because I don't want too many points in my first game. In my opinion, you should delay yourself getting into high elo so you can get consistent points throughout your tournament and then get the nice little pop off at the end to qualify. Right here I make a terrible play and I actually drop off height way too early, and this just causes the other guy to take it off me. I do manage to kill him, but it scuffs my mats, scuffs my positioning, and realistically I could have just stayed on height and won the game. In game 2, I start off with a nice damage advantage, which leads on to me getting a kill. I managed to pinch him in between the guys spraying across the water, making sure I'm not putting myself between them, and yes, easy kill. Still in third zone, I don't have any mobility, and realistically I should have gone for a refresh earlier in this game, but I delayed it and forced myself to go for a kill, and I rushed it too much, and I ended up dying. In my opinion, it's always good to have an alternate drop spot just in case things aren't working out at your current one. I wanted to save games and make sure I won on spawn, so I went to a slightly safer drop spot. Just don't do what I do here, because I thought I was in a low elo game, I W keyed and the fight dragged out really long and I lost all my mats from it. I did end up winning it, but it made my whole game just slightly more scuffed. Right here, you just can't let someone hit you for twice because they're guaranteed to key you because they think you're a free kill. Right here, I did have meds. He was aware of that, but he thought he could just get in my box and kill me. But you'll see what happens. I probably get slightly lucky, and yeah. When you're boxed up in movings, make sure you get into zone before looking for anything. Right here, I took a mini bloom fight, and I was also boxed up on a zip line, which kind of scuffed me. But yeah, I should have kept moving into zone before looking. When you're camping a right hand peak, actually use an SMG instead of a shotgun. With the shotgun you can shoot one shot and you might only hit like 20 damage, whereas with the SMG you can get right up in their face and catch them off guard. In movings, when on a good layer, try to use as much wood as possible, and this is just because you want as many hard mats in the final zone when you're getting sprayed. Also, take a car instead of using Spider-Man in mid-game so you can have a load like I do right here. When you leave your box, try to spot some old builds that you can walk through to save mats. Doing this also ensures fully built walls, which means you don't have to wait for them to build before you start popping meds, and also you can just reload all your guns and chill. And there's nothing really much more to say here, apart from I need a bit better aim and awareness. But again, just with the strategy of Spider-Manning and boxing up, getting a few kills along the way, as you can see, it's getting me good, consistent top 10 placements. Right here, I'm in my last game, and all I need is a 4-kill win to qualify. So what I decide to do is I take some big risks in mid-game to make sure it's worth playing it out. I can take these risks because I've only done 8 matches, which means if I die quick enough, I can get into a last game. But yeah, as you can see on screen, there's many people around the 5-2 mark trying to die on purpose and get in their last match. This kill might seem dumb, but what I'm doing is trying to get as many kills now so that it releases the amount of pressure I'm under to get kills at the end of the game.